I was assigned to make a film about Nepali masculinities. It was part of a South Asian masculinities project. And for that, I was looking for various work settings of men that would, on observation, yield some sort of meaning about being men in Nepal. So I thought of mechanics, priests, monks, Rotary Club men, and soldiers. And that's how I came to the idea of the British Gurkha camp. I didn't know that it was near impossible to get in. And when I found out that I had to apply to the British Embassy and to the Directorate of Military Affairs in England, I thought of a friend that an ex-4-star general who I had met some years ago, who I had given my films to, and it just happened that I had been helping him on a personal front. So when I wrote to him, he immediately set off a very strong recommendation, saying that to let me in and that I would do a fair job, a sympathetic, fair, objective job. So that's how I got in. As I said, the Gurkha story is a huge narrative in Nepal, and there's a lot of issues around it, the treatment of Nepali Gurkhas vis-a-vis the British soldiers, etc. There's the pension, as you mentioned, the unequal pay, but I really didn't want to do that. Those are very important issues, granted, but in a way they've been done and they've been written about, and for a film, the issues are not necessarily the best way, the best fodder for the medium. So what I wanted to do was to really confine, because of its complexity, to really actually set out to confine the setting, to simply choose the setting where recruitment happens and see if more could come out from that. I definitely wanted to show more than the pure recruiting process. But the hope was that while showing the thing as it happens, that there would be meaning yielded, other things that you don't quite you can't quite script or expect. And so that's the approach I took. Is the selection free, fair, and transparent? As far as I could judge, and I was there for about 22 days at the British camp in Pokhara filming, so during that time, as far as I could tell, it looked very fair. As you can see in the film, people's running timing is recorded to the 0.00 seconds and so forth. So I think in the past, there was a popular perception that things are rigged and there's partiality and so forth. But as far as I could tell, as I saw it, it's free, fair, transparent, and I didn't put those words in a few times in the film for that purpose, to sort of endorse that it's free, fair, transparent. I put it for another reason, but that's another question, another issue rather. You asked about my filmmaking and said that I was prolific. Well, how fast and how slowly one makes a film depends a lot on financing, the shooting conditions, etc., etc. So it's very hard to sort of compare. But I'm a full-time filmmaker, and I take a year and a half to make a film. So I don't think it's really that fast, because at the end of the day, for most films, you don't shoot more than 20 or 30 or 40 days. And albeit you can't shoot it when you like, sometimes you have to wait for the event, if that's the case. And then an editing process, probably 6 to 9 months. So a year to a year and a half is not really super fast to make a film. The film I'm finishing right now, is about Dorbahadur Bista, who was called the father of Nepalese anthropology, an intellectual, a radical, who wrote, among other books, Fatalism and Development, which was very controversial. And he disappeared about 20 years ago without a trace. To this day, no one knows where he went, where he's gone, or whether he's living. So the film is about his ideas, about the person, and about his fate. all of which are very deeply intertwined.